Hello, I'm Nick Thorne, the Nosey Genealogist. In this video we're going to look at finding the last will and testament for your English or Welsh ancestor from before 1858, when the ecclesiastical courts had sway over issuing probate. Before 1858, an intricate system of probate courts existed, from bishops' courts, archdeacons' courts, to what was known as peculiar jurisdiction courts. Now, where someone had goods in more than one diocese or jurisdiction, then the probate would be granted by the Prerogative Court of Canterbury for those in the southern province, which included south of England and Wales, or the Prerogative Court of York for the northern province. Where a testator had goods in both the northern and southern province, then the Prerogative Court of Canterbury, PCC, would grant the probate. And where they died abroad, again, it would be down to the PCC. Where can you find the wills? Well, my tip number one is to look at the Prerogative Court of Canterbury wills in the National Archives. They can also be found on the Genealogist with images, and at ancestry.co.uk. If you're looking for the Northern Province, well, that's the Prerogative Court of York, and those wills are in the Borthwick Institute for Archives, which is part of the University of York. Unfortunately, you can't see them online. Tip number two, Prerogative Court of Canterbury dealt with wills of relatively wealthy people who lived in the southern province of England and Wales, and the Prerogative Court of York, relatively wealthy people who lived in the north. But if you'd like to check out the National Archives website, there's a great guide on there called Wills or Administrations Before 1858. Tip number three, if you're looking for the smaller ecclesiastical courts, if we start with Welsh wills pre-1858, you should head over to the National Library of Wales for all those wills that were proved in Welsh ecclesiastical courts. Tip number four, if you're looking in England, look for local archives such as the county record offices for wills other than those of the Prerogative Court of Canterbury or the Prerogative Court of York. Tip number five, you can search online indexes, for example the genealogist.co.uk for PCC wills, where you can get images, and ancestry.co.uk. If you're looking for the Prerogative Court of York, Find My Past has got indexes which don't have images, but they do link to the Borthwick Institute, where you can then buy a will from them, a copy of the will from them that will be sent to you. Tip number six is use the Phillimore Atlas and Index of Parish Registers, which have got some great maps for areas that are covered by the church courts, so that you know where to go and look. Tip number seven, watch out for the Commonwealth Gap. That's between 1653 and 1660, when Cromwell and Parliament were in charge, and they abolished the church courts, and a civil probate court was established in London that covered the entire country. Those wills are held at the National Archives in Kew. Now, if you're looking for wills after 1858, well, that is a whole different subject. To find out more about how to tease out your elusive English or Welsh ancestors, go now to www.noseygenealogist.com/discover. Thank you for watching.